humbled and honored I am to be a part of the Oklahoma program. Winning this program since World War II, and just fired up and honored to be here. Got so much respect for Brent and Julie, and really believe in this staff and what they're doing here, and the guys in the locker room, and just fired up and excited to be a part of it. And can't wait to get started. We'll go ahead and jump to questions from here.
Wes, you're the perfect guy to ask because you were with Brent for a long time at Clemson, which we saw him here. Then he went to Clemson. It looks like he got better as a defensive coach and things. Now he's here, and you're here with him now. How is Brent? What have you seen from him? And you've worked with him for so long. Is he different in any way now?
Um, I mean, at the core, I think he's still the same person. Just a fiery, passionate, genuine guy who truly loves coaching ball and pouring into his guys on a daily basis. Just watching him when he first got to Clemson, it took about 3 years. Um, you know, 2014 was kind of our first year where we really made a splash. But really just been fun to watch him grow. Obviously he was there for 10 years, and no one's a better recruiter. No one's going to outwork him more. No one's a better teacher and coach of defensive football, I believe, in this country. And just honored to work with him on a daily basis in that standpoint.
What's it been like reuniting with him this spring, and what's the biggest thing you've learned this spring? You say?
Yeah, I mean it's been really cool to see him as a head coach, and obviously see him in our room as a defense coordinator every day. But really got a lot of respect for our defensive staff. Most of them I work with at Clemson, and Brandon Hall and I have been really close friends for a long time as well. Every day, is a new challenge. I've grown tremendously in the 2 months that I've been here. Just from fundamental football to scheme to whatever. Coach Drawling's been a great addition as well. I've learned so much from a linebacker teaching and fundamental standpoint from him. So it's been a great start so far, and just excited to continue to build this thing.
How does your history with short history with the Cardinals and Bruce Arians? What is that? How's that going to carry over to what you do here? What did you learn from that that you take with you today?
Yeah, I mean, BA is such a great leader, and obviously he was an offensive minded head coach. So, but my time there, coaching is all about relationships and pouring into guys, and if you can help guys get better and learn and grow, and also build the respect factor between coach and player. Coaching NFL guys are no different than coaching college guys. So it's all about building credibility, and helping those guys on a daily basis get better.
Wes, what did you kind of learn about yourself these last 3 years being the defensive coordinator at Clemson and kind of picking up where Brent left off?
Yeah, we had some really cool moments, winning two ACC championships out of the 3 years, and going to the college football playoffs this year, and the Orange Bowl in my first year. And just you live your life under a microscope in those type of positions, and always be true to yourself and be who you are. It's already hard enough being yourself. Don't try to be someone else. So that's the biggest thing. Blocking out the outside noise, and just focusing on the task at hand are probably the two main things that I took away from it. And just keep your circle small. There's only so many people in this profession that you can truly trust, and so keep your circle small.
What has it been like coaching Kendall Daniels, and does he remind you of Isaiah Simmons?
Yeah, most definitely. Kendall and Isaiah, both long body guys that are highly versatile, highly athletic guys, but also guys that are football junkies. I see them study. Both of those guys study a tremendous amount of ball and just pour into their craft on a daily basis. But yeah, I envision kind of Kendall, being in that type of role, and just the versatility and moving him around and being able to ask him to do multiple things for us.
Coach, what did you see from Kip Lewis this spring?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a guy that got better. Obviously, he's had a good career so far, but I think just him growing into more of a leader has been the cool thing. You know, I only have a 2 month sample, but you know, just taking the next level, being a leader in that room, it's been cool to see.
Wes, what about the cheetah position itself? We've always heard it's a complicated position. You need a unique athlete to play it. How do you view this position?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's kind of two body types that we've used in that role. You could label those a big cheetah, little cheetah. So big cheetah being more of a true linebacker body type. So just guys historically, Isaiah Simmons, Dorian O'Daniel that played for the Chiefs, Kendall Daniels, obviously. But then you could also say little cheetah guys. So Kendall Dolby, Reggie Powers, Andrew Makuba that we had at Clemson, those type of guys. So it just depends on what you kind of want to use with that type of skill set. You know, bigger guys on early downs to set the edge, blitz them. You know, having that big body to set the edge on all this the screen game, and then maybe third down you personnel it and get more of a speedy cover guy in that role.
What is it about Reggie Powers that allows him to be in that?
Yeah, I think just his consistency every day and his dependability. Um, he's a young man that you can trust. He's very in tune to what we're doing every day from an install standpoint. He prepares like a pro already as a young player, and it's cool to see like his study habits, and he's very consistent on a daily basis from a fundamental and technique standpoint as well.
Wes, when Britt was first hired here, there was some thought at that time that maybe you would come with him and be his linebackers coach or DC or something. How close were you to maybe being here a few years ago, and what's it like now, being here with Britt?
Yeah, I never knew how it would all shake out. You know, if I hadn't have got the opportunity at Clemson to be the coordinator, you know, most definitely I would have loved to have joined him here. So um, it worked out for me to take over at Clemson, and now it's worked out for me to join the program here. And can't tell you how excited and fired up I am to be here.
Any last questions for Wes? All right, thank you, Coach.
Cool, thank you.